Brazil is playing Japan today in a World Cup knockout, but some of the players trying to eliminate Brazil, they were born there. They grew up in Brazilian cities. They sang the Brazilian national anthem in school. They tried out for Brazilian clubs. And when Brazil said no, Japan said yes. 17 Brazilian-born players have worn the Japanese jersey. That's more than most countries have in their entire World Cup history. And today at the World Cup, some of them could send Brazil home. To understand this, you have to understand the bond between these two countries. Japan has the largest diaspora community in Brazil, 2 million people. In the early 1900s, Japanese immigrants came to work in Brazil's coffee fields. They stayed, they built families, they had children, grandchildren, and some of those grandchildren became footballers. They grew up playing on Brazilian streets. They learned samba football. But when it came time for the national team, Brazil didn't call. Take Alex Santos, born Alessandro dos Santos in Maringá, Paraná. He grew up in southern Brazil, dreaming of wearing the yellow jersey. He played in the Brazilian lower leagues, but the Brazilian national team never came calling, so he moved to his ancestral homeland. Naturalized, changed his name to Alex Santos. In 2002, he became only the second foreign-born player ever to represent Japan at a World Cup, and his first World Cup match was against Brazil. He had to stand on the pitch and hear the Brazilian national anthem, the anthem of his birthplace, while wearing the jersey of another country. He said it was such a strange feeling. He went on to play for Japan in 2 World Cups, 82 caps, an Asian Cup winner, a legend in Japanese football, rejected by Brazil, worshipped in Japan. Then there's Marcus Tulio Tanaka, born Marcus Tulio Liuji Murzani. Tanaka in Palmeira do Oeste, São Paulo. He moved to Japan at 17. Naturalized. Became one of the best defenders in J. But it's not just those two. There are 17 Brazilian-born players in Japan's national team history. 17. Let that sink in. Rui Ramos, born in Brazil, played for Japan in 1996. Wagner Lopes, born in Brazil, played for Japan in the 1998 World Cup. The pipeline never stopped. Some of them have Japanese ancestry. Some don't. They naturalized through marriage or residency. But they all share one thing. They weren't good enough for Brazil, so they became heroes somewhere else. Here's the thing about Brazil. They produce more talent than any country on earth, but they also let go of more talent than any country on earth, because they can afford to. Japan doesn't have that luxury. They find talent where they can. And if that talent happens to be Brazilian, they'll take it. Today, that strategy could pay off in the biggest way possible. Brazil didn't want them, Japan did. And now they might be the ones who send Brazil home from the World Cup. The broadcast won't tell you this story, but that's why Off the Pitch exists. New videos every Wednesday and Saturday. Subscribe. And here's a question. Would you play for another country if your own rejected you? Drop it in the comments.